Hi, my name is Jason McCarthy. I'm a proud member of St. John of God's Kerry Services of Tralee County Kerry, and I'm here to show you my art expedition. Let's go! This is my art expedition. I did it in Kerry College in South Campus, and I am very proud of it. It's one of the best opportunities I ever had to be able to finally feature my artwork for the whole town to see. I am hoping to apply for animation next year, and I am really am excited. Now let's go cut to the chase and explain the drawings themselves. This is the mushroom family. I came up with this idea because the teachers in the college discouraged me against using any copyrighted material. For example, I wanted to use a Mario mushroom as a project, but they told me I couldn't. So they told me to come up with something more original. So what I did was I sketched out a mushroom family, and I made it into clay. Then I painted over it and I varnished it, and it came out like that. This is, I would consider a vase. Originally this was meant to be an Iron Maiden, a torture instrument, so to speak. As you can see, there are spikes in there, which was meant to be the Iron Maiden, but it went against my favor. So I had to think of plan B and just add all sorts of stuff onto it and hope for the best. This is my plaster, and this resembles night with the trees. I love this kind of style when it comes to Halloween decorations and such. It's one of my favorite art styles because it makes it so nice and it makes it so peaceful, because if you're walking home at night or whenever and you should be sitting down under a tree and you look at the moon, it just has that peaceful situation there, and I always been familiar with that, so I decided to create this and as a memory of the times that I would get a chance to sit down and rethink things late into the night. Over here is Casmorn. Casmorn is a wandering warrior. His main goal is to find vengeance against those who murdered his father. He is a warrior, a duelist, and a bounty hunter by trade. This is the story of Casmorn. There are 4 chapters. The first chapter here is Casmorn's childhood. Casmorn's childhood is a tragic one. He is out in the middle of Oyster Bay with his father catching fish. They were poor, and that's what they could do in order to make ends meet. Over here is the slave galley that destroys the ship. But they thought it was just an ordinary ship, so they asked for help, and they helped them into the boat, only to find out it's a boat full of cutthroats that murder Casmorn's father and sell Casmorn into slavery. The second chapter is Casmorn's life as a slave. Now the Anubians aren't so brutal to their slaves. Though it is a hot land and full of hard work and discipline, Casmorn was still to gain the trust of Potiphar to become the high steward of his household. But one fateful day, he broke his master's vase, and as punishment he was imprisoned for 2 years and eventually sold to Lord Carfask as a slave for his gladiatorial games. Now Lord Carfask is extremely cruel. He mistreats his slaves and treats them like fodder. But Casmorn is determined to survive, to live, and to take vengeance for those who are brutally been treated by Lord Carfask. He enters the Trial of Champions and the Death Trap dungeon, and once he succeeds, he kills Lord Carfask, overturns his slave empire, and brings freedom to the inhabitants. This is Jaren and Jason. Jaren and Jason are my first known as an original characters. They are inspired by Pat Short and John Kenny, When Men Behave Badly, a BBC comedy, and Beavis and Butthead. They are true troublemakers that like to get up to crazy stuff, but they are bested friends at heart. And this is a project that I had to do in college. We had to sketch some guy that I don't even know who it was and make it out to be the best. And this was, in my opinion, the best because I became very creative with this. While I was supposed to draw him and not the background, I added the background into it just to make it more challenging. And it was actually very enjoyable to do. And I was able to do the things that I wanted, and I had so much fun with this. I was standing in the hallway of Pathways above South Campus, and I saw a notice board for the South Campus College doing an art expedition. And I said to myself, gee, wouldn't it be great if I were to feature my artwork in Saimsa Tire someday? So I applied, and when I first started out, I wasn't enjoying it. But thanks to the amazing support of my girlfriend and my girlfriend Antoinette and my teachers Eileen and Mary, I was able to stay on to continue my work. And at the end of this month, I am proud to admit and to proclaim that my first chapter of my dream came true, to be able to be featured in Saimsa Tire in my very first art expedition. My first art expedition. I cannot believe this is happening to me right now. And I'm not trying to be self-important here. This is amazing. I thought I'm never in a million years to get an opportunity to do this. And here I am. And I have all of you to thank for believing in me and for keep telling me that I was doing good with my art, even though I hated it. But you gave me the confidence to understand and to realize that I do have the potential. And here it is, the potential to be right here, right now, for the whole town of Tralee to come in whenever they want to have a look or to take pictures with. I owe it all to you. I also want to say thank you to Kerry College for the amazing opportunity to be here right now with my artwork being featured. And I also want to thank St. John of God Kerry Services for also giving me the support to continue the course. If it wasn't for them encouraging me, I wouldn't be here right now. These wouldn't be here right now. And I also want to say thank you to a very special person that I grew up watching on TV, that got me into full cartooning, and that's Tina Mations. I know who you are, Tina. You're a cartoonist that used to be on the Den a long time ago, and I used to watch you every Saturday morning, and I used to learn how to draw from you. I owe you a lot for my creativity, and I wish you all the best in the future. And now this is a goodbye. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to meet you all again soon in the next exhibition someday, somewhere else. Ta-ta, guys. God bless.